Come with me to experience my first ever Hall of Fame week here at Full Sail University. So Monday was my first day and I went to the Tech Expo to meet up with some friends. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't really know much about the technology. It was just still really cool to see and be able to see what I'm going to be able to get into in the future, but I didn't know much about it. After I left the Tech Expo, I wanted to try out the food trucks that I had been hearing so much about, but I wasn't super hungry, so I just got a sweet treat from churros and cream and juice from the Florida Juice Company. I got a Nutella stuffed churro from the churros and cream place, and it was really good. Nutella is one of my favorite sweets, and I knew it couldn't fail in a stuffed churro. As you can tell, I really enjoyed it. And here is proof of me finishing it because so many influencers don't finish their food. Next, I tried the juice I got from the Florida Juice Company. I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of orange cocktail, but obviously I'm having a mixed kind of reaction, kind of deciding if I like it or not. In the end, I didn't really like it. It was a little too bitter for me, and I was hoping for more of a sweet drink. Not long after I finished eating, Kristen found me and we made some bracelets together at the Creative Station. I made one that said HOF and she made one that said Full Sail, and this kind of closed out my day. Day 2, I didn't really do much. I checked in at 9:30 a.m. and then I had a tattoo appointment at 11 a.m. So I did that, and look how pretty my tattoo is. Day 3, I attended my first panel of the week called Creating Immersive Entertainment at Theme Parks, and that was super fun. In between panels, I watched this little soccer game thingy and then sat down behind it to wait for my next panel and promptly got hit in the head with a ball. So then I went inside. My next session was with Brandon Blackwell, who is a Hall of Famer, and he was teaching us about how to build your career in live sounds. So they taught me a lot of cool, valuable information. And the biggest takeaway I got was just to know your worth. After this session, I was starving, so I got some chicken teriyaki stir fry from the little Asian street food truck, and it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be a little too spicy, but it didn't have any spice at all, which I was super glad for because I can't handle spice. But yeah, 10 out of 10, super good, no complaints. After I ate, I went to the fishbowl to cool down because I was getting overheated and noticed my tattoo was getting super red, so I ended up going home and closing out my day 3. Day 4 started bright and early for me at 10 a.m. with my first session with Brian Serrico, who's a Hall of Famer, and he was talking to us about paperwork, but he made it actually exciting, so he's super cool. I had some time to kill before my next session, so I got this fun little airbrush tattoo of a jellyfish. I really liked it. And then I hung out by the outdoor stage, saw a performer. He was kind of cool.
I'm getting up doing C's for the tea time. I think that I'm close to a score. Yeah, I'm bringing no billion energy. More and more, you bring out the best.
It was super fun, but I had to head to my next session called How to Adult While Building Your Career. Here's me in the classroom. It was with Brian Serrico again, who I actually got to talk to after the session, and he introduced me to one of the show prep professors, and she told me to get into a live lab immediately and go talk to the people at the front of House 10. So that was in my plan for the day. I was gonna get some food next, but oh my god, it was so crowded by the food trucks, and I was very scared by how crowded it was. I didn't want to wait in a long line, so I said, nope, never mind. My last session was called You Are Not the Imposter, and it had Bob Cohen, who's a Hall of Famer, in it, and I really wanted to talk to him because he has so much touring experience, and I really wanted to get his advice, and he gave me some really good advice because I already work at a venue. I can have it in, and yeah, I really hope I can use that in my career. After this session, I made my way to the front of house tent and ran into Dr. Greg on the way there. I introduced myself to everyone at the front of house tent, and I met so many cool people in the show production program and so many cool professors, and I'm so excited to get more into my program. I then went home to change for the block party. Look how cute. When I arrived back on campus, I was greeted by the most pizza boxes I have ever seen in my entire life, and I was a Domino's delivery driver, okay? Then I met up with Kelly and enjoyed the block party, and we made a friend while we were there. Look at us, so cute. The block party was super fun. There was a pizza party. I hung out for a good bit while, but not long into it, the power literally shut off on the stage. So that was kind of like a vibe killer. and I was just kind of like, okay, it's dark now, and just sitting there in the dark, very confused. So I ended up going home and closing out my Hall of Fame week. Thank y'all for joining me.